"I'm 92, still driving, and I haven't been sick in 30 years, says Margaret, a former nurse from Queenstown, New Zealand. But what most people don't know is that at age 62, Margaret was warned she might lose her ability to walk due to severe joint stiffness and poor circulation. Today, she walks unaided, volunteers twice a week, and drives to the grocery store like clockwork. Many assume she's just lucky, but Margaret is clear it's not luck. It's 5 very simple but powerful morning habits she's practiced every single day. According to the World Health Organization, over 70% of chronic diseases in older adults can be prevented through consistent lifestyle choices. Most seniors don't lose independence due to incurable illness, but because small daily habits that preserve balance, strength, and mental clarity are slowly abandoned. Margaret's routine includes gentle stretches, deep breathing, a short morning walk, mental exercises, and a nutrient-rich breakfast, all doable in under 20 minutes. These habits are now taught in senior centers across places like Toronto, Melbourne, and Brighton. In today's video, you'll discover the 5 morning habits that help reverse aging, the very ones that kept Margaret on her feet and behind the wheel. And in just a few minutes, you'll see exactly how you can apply these same 5 habits tomorrow without spending a single dollar. Here's the first habit that changed everything for Margaret, and it might surprise you. Habit number 1: 90 seconds of movement before getting out of bed. Not a workout, not yoga, just 90 gentle seconds of slow, intentional movement before your feet ever touch the floor. Why? Because the body, especially after 60, doesn't like to be shocked awake. Margaret starts every morning by slowly rotating her ankles, flexing her toes, gently turning her neck side to side, and lightly tightening and releasing her leg and arm muscles all while lying in bed. It may seem too simple to matter, but according to the National Institute on Aging, this brief pre-movement period helps stimulate blood flow to the brain and limbs, reduces dizziness and stiffness, and significantly lowers the risk of early morning falls, one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. Think about it. After lying still for 6-8 hours, the heart and muscles need a signal that it's time to wake up. Before Margaret began this routine, she often felt groggy and stiff in the morning, sometimes even had to sit for 5 minutes before standing. Now, I feel more alert, balanced, and steady within seconds, she says. No sweat, no equipment, just consistency. Medical logic supports it. Gentle muscle contractions boost blood circulation, which carries oxygen to the brain and helps activate your vestibular system, your body's internal balance and orientation center. This improves mental clarity, focus, and even mood before your feet hit the floor. And it's being adopted in senior wellness programs from Auckland to Atlanta. Community health workers now teach this simple habit as a first-line strategy in fall prevention workshops and morning wellness classes. What about you? Have you ever tried this before? Or are mornings still a struggle? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And here's the best part. This doesn't require strength or stamina. It requires only a quiet moment and a choice to begin the day deliberately. You don't have to be flexible. You don't even have to sit up. Whether you're 62 or 92, these 90 seconds can change the tone of your entire morning. Many of our viewers have already written in, saying this habit alone has helped them avoid falls, regain stability, and feel more in control of their day. It's that first small win that leads to many more. Remember, aging doesn't take your independence all at once. It happens little by little, often when we stop doing the basics that once kept us strong. Margaret chose to keep going, one small habit at a time. And you can too. Ready for the next habit? It's one of Margaret's favorites, and it's just as easy. It's called the Golden Glass, a simple morning drink of lemon juice, turmeric, and black pepper that supports joint health, brain clarity, and digestion. Stay with us. This next one could be your new favorite ritual. Habit number 2, the Golden Glass, a morning drink to wake up your immune system, joints, and brain. Did you know that a simple glass of warm lemon water, turmeric and black pepper could do more for your health than some expensive supplements? Margaret calls it her golden glass, and she hasn't missed a morning in over 20 years. It takes less than 2 minutes to prepare. Warm water, the juice of half a lemon, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and just a pinch of black pepper. That's it. So, what's the science behind it? Lemon is packed with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that boosts your immune system by increasing white blood cell production. It also supports liver function and digestion, giving your body a gentle morning cleanse. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound celebrated for its anti-inflammatory properties. According to Frontiers in Pharmacology and research from Oregon State University, curcumin helps protect brain cells from age-related damage and eases joint inflammation, a key reason. Many older adults experience less pain and stiffness after using it consistently. But turmeric needs a helper black pepper. It contains piperine, a natural compound that increases the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without it, most of turmeric's benefits would simply pass through your system unused. Margaret used to suffer from chronic sinus infections, sluggish digestion, and occasional knee pain in her 60s. Since starting the golden glass each morning, she hasn't had sinusitis once. Her digestion improved, her energy stabilized, and the joint pain that once kept her from walking long distances gradually faded. Isn't that amazing? Have you ever tried this blend before? Or maybe you've been looking for a natural, affordable way to ease inflammation. Let me know in the comments your story could inspire someone else in our community. Of course, there are a few mild cautions. This drink may not be suitable for those with oxalate kidney stones or stomach ulcers, as citrus and turmeric can sometimes irritate sensitive tissues. If you're unsure, speak with your doctor first. And if you live in a colder climate like Calgary, Edinburgh, or even parts of Vermont, you can add a teaspoon of pure honey to soothe the throat and reduce morning coughing. Many senior wellness groups in these areas have started offering golden glass workshops as part of their winter health programs. Simple, right? And yet its benefits are surprisingly deep. It's not a miracle, it's a habit. One that nourishes your cells, supports your mind, and starts your morning with intention. And if you're ready to take the next step toward aging in reverse, don't go anywhere. Habit number 3 is one of the most misunderstood yet life-changing routines. A 15-minute daily walk, not to exercise, but to recover. Curious? Stay with us. This next habit might be the one that helps you feel steady, strong, and centered again. Habit number 3, a 15-minute walk, not to exercise, but to recover. Here's something surprising. A study from Harvard found that walking just 15 minutes a day can reduce the risk of early death by 39%. But Margaret doesn't walk to exercise, he walks to recover. No phone, no headphones, just her breath, her body, and the rhythm of her steps. If I miss even one morning, she says, I feel 10 years older by lunch. This walk isn't about speed or calories. It's about reconnecting. Margaret strolls through her quiet street in Queenstown each morning, breathing deeply, stepping slowly, and even smiling as she moves. Why smiling? Because studies show that smiling, while walking alongside deep breathing, stimulates the vagus nerve, the body's main channel for calming the nervous system. It lowers stress, aids digestion, and even supports heart rate variability, a key marker of resilience in older adults. This isn't New Age fluff, it's medical science. The vagus nerve runs from your brainstem down through your chest and abdomen, and activates when you take slow, full breaths. Pair that with mindful walking, and you've got a daily recovery tool that lowers inflammation, especially C-reactive protein or CRP, improves memory, and supports emotional well-being. Margaret swears by this practice. In fact, she credits it for helping her stay off medication entirely. If I start my day with stillness and movement, she says, everything else feels more balanced, my appetite, my focus, even my sleep. Have you ever noticed how just 10 minutes outdoors can shift your mood? What if it became part of your morning ritual? Not as a task, but as a gift. Let me know in the comments, do you already walk daily? Or could this be your next habit to try? And don't worry if you have mobility concerns. Many of Margaret's peers use walkers or canes and still enjoy these 15 minutes, whether it's a stroll on the porch, in the hallway, or at the local community center. Some even meet at the local park in Melbourne or Vancouver for what they call recovery walks, a senior group focused on slow, mindful movement and community connection. Footwear matters, especially for older adults. Choose walking shoes with soft soles, solid arch support, and non-slip grip. Avoid flat sandals or worn-out sneakers. Proper shoes reduce fall risk and make each step safer and more comfortable. Local clinics in cities like Boston and Wellington now offer free shoe-fitting workshops for seniors to support safer walking routines. So next time you head out, take your time. Walk slowly. Breathe deeply. Let the morning light touch your face. This isn't about burning calories, it's about healing your body from the inside out. And coming up next, perhaps the most important fuel of all. Habit number 4. A high-protein brain and body breakfast that powers your muscles, supports memory, and stabilizes energy all day. Stay with use, it's easier than you think. Habit number 4. A high-protein brain and body breakfast. Fuel for the day ahead. Did you know that eating a high-protein breakfast can make your brain sharper and your body stronger and even help you feel 20 years younger? Margaret didn't always eat this way. For most of her life, she started the day with tea and toast. But in her early 70s, she noticed a pattern. Foggy thinking by mid-morning, dips in energy, and more frequent colds. Then she learned that after age 60, the body's ability to absorb and utilize protein declines significantly. That's when she made the switch and never looked back. Now, she calls it her brain and body breakfast. 2 boiled eggs, a bowl of plain Greek yogurt, a small handful of walnuts, and a few blueberries. This simple meal has become her secret weapon for mental clarity, physical strength, and immune resilience. And the science backs her up. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and studies from Tufts University, seniors who consume at least 20-30 grams of high-quality protein in the morning show improved memory function, better muscle repair, and even reduced risk of infection. Protein isn't just for athletes, it's a daily necessity for every older adult. Margaret says the change was almost immediate. Within 2 weeks, I stopped needing a mid-morning nap. My hands stopped trembling. I felt like I was in my 40s. Again, more focused, more stable, more present. Why is protein so essential? Your muscles, immune cells, brain chemicals, and even hormones are made from amino acids, the building blocks of protein. Without enough, you lose strength, coordination, mental sharpness, and even your ability to fight off illness. Many seniors unknowingly undereat protein and experience slow, silent decline as a result. One key principle Margaret follows is protein balance throughout the day. Many people eat the majority of their protein at dinner, but that's a mistake. As you age, the body processes protein less efficiently. Spreading protein intake evenly, especially starting with a solid morning dose, supports better absorption and muscle retention. Can't do dairy? No problem. Great alternatives include unsweetened almond milk, blended with flaxseed, tofu scrambled with veggies, or coconut kefir with chia seeds. Margaret occasionally swaps her yogurt for oat milk and flax granola when traveling through places like Vancouver or Sydney, where dairy-free options are widely available. What about you? Have you ever tried starting your day with a high-protein breakfast? Or are you still stuck in the toast and coffee routine? Let me know in the comments. We're building a community of curious, motivated learners just like you. This isn't about perfection. It's about fueling your body and mind in a way that supports who you want to be, not just who you used to be. And now, for the final piece of Margaret's morning magic, something deeply personal and quietly powerful. Habit number 5. Morning spirit. 3 minutes of emotional visualization. that rewires your brain, calms your heart, and gives your day meaning. Stay with us, you won't want to miss it. Here's something truly remarkable. Your brain can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. That's not just a motivational quote, it's neuroscience. Studies from Harvard University and the University of Wisconsin show that as little as 5 minutes of intentional visualization each morning can reduce anxiety, boost immunity, and even enhance focus throughout the day. That's why Margaret's final morning habit may be the most powerful of all. 3 quiet minutes of emotional visualization. She calls it her morning spirit. Before checking the news or talking to anyone, she sits in her favorite chair by the window, her quiet morning corner, and mentally walks through the day ahead. But here's the key. She doesn't imagine problems. She visualizes herself calm, strong, and clear, moving through her tasks with ease, smiling at the people she meets, and feeling proud at bedtime for a day well lived. Why does this work? Emotional visualization activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, self-control, and memory. When this area is stimulated, you're more likely to handle stress with grace, make better choices, and stay emotionally centered. It's like giving your brain a morning compass. Margaret began this habit after losing a close friend named Judith, an intelligent woman in her 70s who constantly worried about her health and finances. One morning, Judith suffered a sudden stroke. It was a wake-up call. I realized, Margaret says, that I had to start choosing my state of mind, not just my supplements. And she's not alone. Community wellness programs in places like Copenhagen, Seattle, and Tokyo now include short visualization sessions in their morning elder care, routines proven to help reduce stress hormone levels and strengthen emotional resilience. These aren't just spiritual practices, they're brain training tools backed by science. You don't need incense or music or meditation skills. Just sit quietly, close your eyes, and see yourself moving through the day with calm energy. Maybe you imagine finishing a book, taking a walk, or calling a loved one. Maybe it's simply making lunch and feeling steady on your feet. That vision becomes your anchor. Want to make it easier? Create your own quiet morning corner. Place a comfy chair near natural light. Add a plant or a photo that brings peace. Margaret keeps a journal and sometimes jots down a phrase like, "Today I walk with strength and joy." These little rituals add stability, especially during uncertain times. What about you? Have you tried morning visualization before? Do you have a space in your home that helps you feel grounded? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what works for you. Because at the end of the day, longevity isn't just about how long we live, it's about how fully we live each moment. And with just 3 minutes each morning, you can train your brain to stay calm, clear, and emotionally young. Which of Margaret's 5 habits will you try first? Here's something most people don't realize. More than 70% of chronic illnesses in older adults can be prevented not with medication, but with small, consistent lifestyle choices. That's the truth behind Margaret's story. At 92 years old, she still drives, lives independently in Queenstown, New Zealand, and hasn't needed prescription medication in over 30 years. Her secret? It isn't luck. It's 5 simple morning habits she's repeated, gently and persistently, day after day. Habit number 1 to 90 seconds of gentle movement before getting out of bed. A tiny act that improves circulation, sharpens alertness, and protects against early morning falls. Habit number 2. A golden glass of lemon, turmeric, and black pepper. A powerful anti-inflammatory drink that supports joints, digestion, and immunity. Habit number 3. A 15-minute mindful walk, not for burning calories, but for calming the nervous system, lowering inflammation, and refreshing the mind. Habit number 4. A high-protein breakfast like eggs, yogurt, nuts, and berries to nourish muscles, stabilize energy, and boost memory. And habit number 5. 3 minutes of emotional visualization, imagining the day with peace, clarity, and purpose, activating the brain's prefrontal cortex and reducing anxiety. These practices are now being taught in senior centers and wellness programs in places like Toronto, Auckland, and London because they work. And what's powerful is this: health doesn't vanish overnight. It fades through forgotten habits, but it can return the same way. So here's your invitation. Tomorrow, choose just one habit to begin. Simple, persistent. That's how Margaret did it. That's how you can too. Maybe your habit is a deep breath before rising, or a warm, golden drink, or simply visualizing yourself feeling strong again. Whatever you choose, know this: you're not too old, too late, or too far gone. The body responds to care at every age, and so does the mind. Your future self will thank you. If you find this video useful, please click the like button to help many other seniors access this valuable information. Don't forget to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell every week. We share simple, science-backed tips to help you live long and healthy after 60. Are you or a loved one having any health problems in old age? Leave a comment below. We are always ready to listen and support. Your experience may help others too. A small like from you is a great motivation for us to continue sharing useful knowledge for the senior community. And please share this video with your parents, grandparents, or friends of the same age. Because when it comes to health and independence, it's never too late to start again, one small habit at a time.